Blake are going nowhere. They're going to be singing some more. But now it's a sort of shift around in the studio. And come forward, ladies and gentlemen, 80s sensation Shakatak. Please step forward. Blake, everyone can stay in. You can all stay here with Shakatak. I think they're just going to practice one more track. Welcome to all of you. So we've got Bill, Jill, Roger and George.
Hi there, yes.
It's lovely to have you here.
It's so crowded in here.
It's very, very busy.
Call the 80s police, quick.
Do you know what? You know what's so crowded? I danced to you when I was at college. Oh. And I just remember going to Cinderella Rockefellers. Oh, yes.
No.
Cinderella Rockefellers and dancing when I was at college in Guildford. So you haven't stopped, have you, Shakatak? It's not as if you disappeared and came back. You've been going all the time, Shakatak, haven't you?
We've been going the whole time, haven't we? The whole time. No breaks.
Yes. Should we tell them our little story?
Yes. Is there Carol, you have to come forward if you've got a story about Shakatak and you.
Really
okay, about 27 years ago, something like that, I auditioned to be their backing vocalist.
No!
We haven't met since, and I didn't get it. But Jill phoned me up at home. She was really lovely, and she said, "We thought you were fantastic, but not quite right." And at the time, I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted because I loved your stuff.
Bless.
But then it happened for a reason because
absolutely. Everything does.
But how nice to meet you.
I mean, that's such an amazing story. It's fantastic. All these years, and we didn't even know that.
And now, when you go out and do all your gigging, do you still do the big favourites? Because that's what Carol was saying. Of course, everybody wants China in her hands, but with you guys, surely everybody's screaming for the big 80s hits.
Yes, we do. I mean, you go and see any band, you go and see Paul McCartney, you kind of want to hear the Beatles songs, really, don't you? We do new material as well, but we play, because we've got quite a few hits from the back catalogue, so we do try and play most of them and sort of mix it up, really. So some new stuff, but also lots of the ones that people like to hear.
And what does the one song that everybody screams for and desperately wants you to play?
Nightbirds, really.
Yes.
Nightbirds, Down on the Street, yeah.
Down on the Street's the one I remember.
Is it? Yeah,
so
that's the disco one, is it? Kind of, yeah.
I'm not going to sing. What am I doing? No.
We need some backing vocals on this.
So now you're going to sing for us now, which is wonderful. But are you going to sing Down the Street?
Yes. Are you going to dance?
I didn't know you were actually going to do that.
Yeah, seriously, we are.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm so happy. We've had China in our hands and... Oh, my goodness me.
Get the shoulder pads in.
This is fantastic. Do you know, I did enjoy the 80s.
Did you?
Yeah, it was because that's when I was out and going out and
soundtrack to your youth.
Yes, yeah, and that's when I started going out, and I left school then, and so for me the 80s were just really good fun, and went to college.
Stuff going on. Yeah. There's a lot of good stuff going, a lot of good sounds. Now, it was a revolution, wasn't it? The 80s.
Do you think everybody talks about the 60s as the decade of obviously the Beatles and everything, and then the 70s, the Flairs and all the sort of the modern rock, the pop rock and all of that. For you, the 80s, was it all? Obviously, you guys were all deep in it, but what was the 80s? How would you, epitomise the 80s?
I don't remember the 80s.
That just about sums it up, doesn't it? Really, you don't remember it.
No. Oh, it was a great time, but I mean, when you were there, you don't kind of realise musically what's kind of happening until the 90s, and you kind of look back and say, well, the 80s, I think we had better music then. Definitely. It was all about fashion. Image.
It really was, wasn't it?
Style, but I think every
But 70s was very better.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Anyone who's from the 70s is going to say, "Oh, that was the best time," or the 60s, that was the best time. But
I think all of you and Carol Decker, you're going to think the 80s were pretty special. Happy memories for you all. Come forward, Carol, again. Sorry.
It was an exciting era technologically, wasn't it? Because we had the first computers, mobile phone, and then the birth of MTV, which was massively important for the likes
and
of
also the studio,
all the keyboards with the sequencers built in,
spinning vocals
in. So there was a lot going on in the 80s. That really supported our industry and made it exciting as well.
Oh, well, it's wonderful that you're here. Thank you so much.
Oh, you had one of those, did you?
Right, thank you very much, Shakatak.
Sing the song.
Oh,
yes.
Billy,
Bill, he wasn't ready.
Right. He was asleep. Wake up, Billy.
1, 2, 3.
the street. Yeah, slap it down on the street. Tonight's the night, ooh, we've waited for. Time to sing and dance like never before. The streets alive with such a carnival air, and all that dancing body everywhere. You and I, we're happy to be just a part of this crazy scene. Down on the street, yeah, down on the street, down on the street, down on the street. Ah, tonight's the night you'll never forget. The best time in your life that you are gonna get. New lovers meet as they dance through the night. The moonlight falls on this magical side. You and I, we're happy to be just a part of this crazy scene. Down on the street, down on the street. Come on, Carol. Down on the street, down on the street. She's singing and dancing. Ooh, gotta keep it moving. Billy boy, play that note. Ooh, I'm dancing. Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Sharp.
That was fantastic! Everyone was dancing outside, and Ollie from Blake just came round to the glass, and the biggest smile on his face. That was just wonderful. And Carol Decker, I'm back Oh, that was a joy. Now, where can people come and see you? Because you're always gigging, you're always out and about. Where can people come and see you?
Tomorrow, Mexico.
You're in Mexico?
Yeah. We fly tomorrow night.
You actually being serious? You're in Mexico tomorrow?
Yeah, for a week.
That's very nice.
It's all right.
Next UK gig, I think, is that Stables?
30th
It's the Stables.
Do you know the Stables, Milton Keynes way? Maybe.
We're sort of all over the UK, and then we go to Germany in September for a couple of weeks. Then we go to Hungary, Slovakia, all over the place actually. And we just come back from Japan, where we do a lot of work out there. So we're busier than ever actually, which is fantastic after all this time.
Oh, how it should be as well. And with Tapao back out there, you've all got to go out and do a big 80s. I know the 80s, you do 80 reunion gigs.
I think it's great that a lot of us who are actually...
You have to come close to the mic, otherwise people won't hear you at home.
Butt in too much. A lot of us who, if I may make so bold, are actually very good at what we do, and we have long careers. You know, okay, you might sort of hog the headlines anymore like we used to when we were young, but we're... Whoa!
He's giving you a chair.
You
I just have to tell you, for people at home, she was just
between my
crouching.
legs.
Yes, and she had a chair suddenly.
Yeah, no, but we're all seasoned performers now, and like you were saying, people of a certain age still want to hear the music, and you want to come to the gigs, whereas when you got into your 40s and previous generations, you started wearing slippers and polishing the Volvo and not going anywhere. Now people are still coming out and partying of our age group, aren't they? Yeah, thank goodness. And we're all very, very busy.
And that's how it should be. And long may it continue. If people want to find you, do you have a website?
We have
www.shakatak.com.
That's
and
pretty
all
obvious.
The information is on that way. And so sort of check it out. I mean, you can see where we're playing. You can see we've got a new album coming out 1st of September on the corner. So check that out. And we're still
was
here
really
and
wonderful.
we're still cracking on.
Thank you so much, Shakatak. That was an absolute joy. Really, we're all smiling broadly. Thank you very, very much for coming into the show.
Thank you.
Oh, what a show! We've still got an hour and a half.